When it comes to 2D games, the Neo Geo was absolutely the Rolls-Royce of gaming hardware for its day. Players were frequently treated to screens full of massive sprites, all animated beautifully. There are the games that everyone knows about, and rightfully so. There are also the other Neo Geo games, that second layer, that aren't as well known, but were also essential to allowing the hardware to become as prolific as it was. One of the most interesting games on the system was Top Hunter, Roddy and Cathy. The second the game starts, the Neo Geo vibes are obvious. Beautiful colours, huge sprites, tons of high quality animation. This game has it all. This is the type of game that, upon its release in 1994, highlighted the gulf of power separating the Neo Geo from the 16-bit consoles of the era when it came to 2D games. The animation in particular is extremely impressive and brings to mind other Neo Geo heavy hitters like Metal Slug. As an intergalactic bounty hunter, you travel to a variety of planets in your quest to hunt down your targets. This gives the game the opportunity to showcase several different environments, including dense forests, icy caverns, and molten mines. Each environment looks brilliant, with small alien elements peppered through to remind you that this is an intergalactic adventure. There is a distinctly treasure-ish vibe to the game that is particularly evident in some of the enemies and bosses. Enemies have a militaristic aesthetic, frequently attacking in waves and bringing weapons along to the fight. This includes mechs, which you can hit enemies out of and subsequently take a joyride in, like in Mega Man X. Bosses are huge, usually taking up the whole screen. They are extremely impressive and a worthwhile reward for making it through a stage. The game may appear to be a standard platformer at first glance, but there are some cool touches that give it a unique flavour. The first is the dual lane system that allows you to jump between the foreground and background. This is particularly interesting in two-player mode, as you and a friend can flip back and forth between lanes to split enemies and find more items along the way. You also have a grab button that helps to give more depth to the game's combat and movement mechanics. Holding the attack button throws out a long-distance grab, which lets you grapple enemies or items. Once grappled, they can be tossed off screen or into other enemies. You can also grapple elements in the environment. This will allow you to climb elements in the background, as well as trigger environmental effects and item drops. All of this gives you more ways to attack the more powerful enemies, and keep yourself from getting overwhelmed. My favourite little touch is the inclusion of fighting game motions into the game. Both characters have a variety of special moves available, which reference popular SNK characters at the time. These moves are cute, and also genuinely useful in certain scenarios, such as the fights against the sub-boss, which almost feels like a one-on-one fighting game anyway. Top Hunter isn't the most well-known Neo Geo game, but it has seen various references and re-releases over the years. The easiest way to play the game today is probably via the Switch eShop release. Top Hunter is an arcade game at heart, so it won't take long to beat, especially in two-player. But if you enjoy games like Gunstar Heroes, then this one comes highly recommended from yours truly.